Hi everyone, today we will discuss about types of reactions. Just as you can classify matter into different types, you can classify chemical reactions into different types. Reactions are often classified by the type of reactant or the number of reactants and products. First one is synthesis. A synthesis reaction is a type of reaction in which two or more substances react to form a single substance. The reactants may be either elements or compounds. The product synthesized is always a compound. The general equation for a synthesis reaction is in which A and B is reactants and AB is product. For example, sodium metal reacts vigorously with chlorine to form sodium chloride, and other example of synthesis reaction is hydrogen and oxygen reacting to form water. Decomposition reaction. A decomposition reaction is a reaction in which a compound breaks down into two or more simpler substances. The reactant in a decomposition reaction must be a compound. The products may be elements or compound. The general equation for a decomposition reaction is AB. Compound break into its constituents components A and B. For example, when electricity passes through water, the water decomposes into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Other example of decomposition is cement. Factories use a giant kiln, or oven, to heat a mixture of clay and limestone. The heat causes the calcium carbonate in the limestone to decompose into lime, calcium oxide, and carbon dioxide. Single replacement reactions. A single replacement reaction is a reaction in which one element takes the place of another element in a compound. Single replacement reactions have the general form. In this reaction, A replaces the B in the product. For example, as copper replaces silver in the silver nitrate solution in a single replacement reaction, the solution turns blue, and silver crystals form on the wire. In given equation, silver is replaced by copper and copper nitrate is formed. When potassium reacts with water in another example of single replacement reaction that produces hydrogen gas and potassium hydroxide, the heat produced by this chemical reaction causes the hydrogen gas to ignite explosively. Double replacement reaction. A double replacement reaction is one in which two different compounds exchange positive ions and form two new compounds. The general form of a double replacement reaction is represented here. Two replacements take place in this reaction. A replaces C, and C replaces A. Reaction between potassium iodide and lead nitrate is an example of this type of reaction. When potassium iodide solution is poured into a solution of lead nitrate, a double replacement reaction takes place. Lead iodide forms as a yellow precipitate and potassium nitrate remains in solution. The walls of this cave are limestone. When hydrochloric acid is dropped on limestone, a chemical reaction occurs that produces a gas. Geologists use this reaction to determine whether a rock sample contains the mineral calcium carbonate. When geologists test the calcium carbonate content in a rock, they use a double replacement reaction. When calcium carbonate react with acid, then carbonic acid is produced. The product carbonic acid then decomposes into carbon dioxide gas and water. Combustion. A combustion reaction is one in which a substance reacts rapidly with oxygen, often producing heat and light. The main component of natural gas is methane. When methane burns in oxygen, a combustion reaction occurs in which carbon dioxide and water is formed. For example, a Bunsen burner generates heat and light by the combustion of natural gas. The reaction of hydrogen and oxygen is a combustion reaction. You could also classify this reaction as the synthesis of water. The classifications for chemical reactions sometimes overlap.